Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queensbush 2. So, we are still in Forward Precipice, where I basically just went to rest last time, and to do some limited shopping. Actually, I didn't really shop so much as just sell stuff, and I juggled a few things around. So, our healer now has a really nice bow that makes him very slow. However, I was able to remedy that. I actually gave him... Because he only had this rune charm that increases healing spells, I ended up giving him the poison resist charm that Atantuo had, because it turned out that Ray was actually the lowest in terms of poison resist by far. Everyone was over 50%, or had at least 50%, while he had 30. Now Atantuo has 40, and well, they both have 40 actually, so it's a bit more balanced that way. Also, Chip had this 5% speed bonus rune, which brought him to a total of 12 speed bonus, whereas Ray with his new bow was at negative 14% speed, which seemed a little bit bad. So I gave him this, and I also moved around his skill points in the support tree specifically. I, made some room. I actually took out 1 point of the speed active skill, which I don't think I've ever used. I mean, I'm always going to just cast, Battle Frenzy on the entire group. Actually, in hindsight, I wonder if I should have put... Actually, I could do that. Could actually unlock Teleport and take 1 point out of Curing instead. I mean... Yeah, I had to take this point out of Healing Wave, basically, which is not great, but it's only 10% less, and I guess the next skill point I get is gonna go into that one to bring that back up. Of course, I would ultimately like to have both Battle Frenzy and Restoring Rain also leveled up, but yeah, this at least gets him into the positive speed bonus, if only barely. But you know, that feels better than a negative number. Anyway, we'll try and see how this goes. I think that's mostly it. Oh yeah, some time ago actually, I guess I had picked up this Necromancer's robe, and so I replaced her old robe with this one. I guess we mostly gained the 10% crit chance and some magical resistance, losing out on some physical resist, but you know, some sacrifices need to be made. Anyway, I believe that should sum it up, and we are going to head back into the underground through the fire pits. I was about to say one final time into the underground. Well, we'll see about that. I guess almost certainly not the final time, but maybe we might end up clearing out... Hi there, Frickus. All of the southern section at least, which, okay, I can already see. Yeah, we have barely explored anything here. I thought I looked around a little bit more than this, but apparently not. Anyway, who are you again? A group of rope figures emerge from the steam and soot. You reach for your weapon only to realize they haven't noticed you. It's a small group of humans wandering around and looking at things. Sometimes one of them picks up a chunk of granite or crystal, they inspect it and throw it away. Eventually one of them sees you, they stop and stare, they don't seem hostile. And I know we've talked to these people before, but it's been a while, so... approach them. When you get close, they lower their hoods. You can see that they are row, all from different provinces. They have backpacks and sacks, heavy with samples. One of them steps forward. Excuse me, you're from Haven, aren't you? He nods at your shoulder insignia. We are Erudico, wandering students of nature and magic. What are you doing down here? Research, looking for samples of new sorts of rock and crystal, seeing how the caves are changing, bringing knowledge back to the main tower. Where are you going now? We're almost done with this trip. We have as much as we can carry. We're just enjoying the safer, more comfortable part of the cave for a moment. Then we emerge through the fire pits. What about the drake at the gate? What? You mean Fracas? The Erudico have had an arrangement with that old softy going back centuries. Our toll is paid. Any advice for traveling down here? Can be hard to find your way around. If you need to rest, look for Danvers Outpost. It's north and then west. We Erudico have an old ruin down here that way. He points in what seems like a northwesterly sort of direction. I'd be careful near here. It's really, really in need of cleaning. Near there. Yes. Well, we've done a lot of cleaning, whatever, already. And us too. We miss the cool, soothing air of the Lodaga. They chuckle. Enjoy the beauty of the underworld. They meander off toward the fire pits, though they are constantly distracted by the wonders of nature. Understandable. Ah. Right. Is there anything more? Nope, that's just it. I guess those are giant lizards. Kind of hard to tell sometimes from these tiny sprites, but yes. Okay. Yes, well, these are level 16, which is appropriate because we have recently leveled up. I guess we're going to shoot that thing first, because while I don't exactly remember what those do, it's pretty safe to assume that when there's only one creature of a type, it's probably bad news. Ooh, that's a fancy looking shot. 50 damage, non-crit, okay. It did make it vulnerable too. Okay, it's summoning snakes, that's definitely annoying enough. Wow, okay. That being said, those things suck as well. Of course, this is as far as you'll get, but that's enough to hit those three with a fireball. Guess I'll go for it. Maybe a bit wasteful for only 3 enemies. Okay. 1 HP. Of course. Well, we also have these 2 enemies here, so I guess you actually focus on them first. You finish off that one. I guess... Shoot, okay. The vulnerability is... Well, I mean, it's 2 for 2 so far. Surely that's not gonna last. Holy crap, though. Okay. Serpent took its time. Yikes. Yep, and we're dead. Alright, wonderful. Perfect start. I guess an episode is just not complete without an early failure. After which everything goes completely smoothly, of course, so, you know, it's all good. Here, much better this time. Well, maybe not much better, but better, I guess. Guess I could have switched to the bow and shot that thing instead. But it's already summoned the serpent. Okay, we got the cleave. That's nice. You will actually go ahead and buff us all. Okay, nice. Poison breath. Wonderful. Guess I should have been focusing on you after all, huh? Shock. Okay, 143. Unexpected, but very nice. Yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna have to do a slightly weaker group heal than we're used to, but, you know. Let's see here. You have your sword out, as you should. Not a second cleave, unfortunately. Okay. Snake didn't attack. Jesus. Do they have a 100% cleave chance? Kind of feels that way. Okay. Snake's dead. Would you stop it? These things have no business being as deadly as they apparently are. Go for the single target heal here. And the shot, I guess. 60, okay. We haven't actually seen you crit yet. Okay. Jesus. Alright, we're also poisoned, so I guess I'm going to actually just exit combat so the poison goes away. Right, recovered only 1. Only 1 energy there, as expected. You search through the nest and find a collection of bone and shoe tools going back centuries. A lot of prospectors have found their final resting place here. At least the view is pretty cool. In the nest you can also pick out a few pouches of gold, gemstones and the like. Okay. Some money. I hope that was worth it. And I hope we're still in good enough shape to do whatever we need to do down here. Okay, I suppose this is further than we've ever been in these caves, and we still can't... Yeah, I don't know. I guess only so much of the map actually loads at a time. But I'm guessing, yeah, obviously these the northern and southern parts of the underworld have to be connected at the towers. So we'll reach them eventually. The cave opens up as you get farther north. The ceiling is even taller. The mist and soot make it hard to see how high it goes. The rocky floor to the north is crisscrossed with more rivers of lava, making travel unpleasant and confusing. You aren't able to see well enough to navigate a path through the maze from here. There are lots of claw scratches and shedded scales in the scree at your feet. Some of the scales are distressingly large. Wonderful. Right, I think I might have mentioned it at some point. Mentioned having seen an achievement for it in the list of achievements. And that... Oh, right, okay. For some reason I thought this was a dead end that I had not been to. Never mind. There's something up there. Clearly... I don't know. I guess the path continues, so maybe it's not just an ambush. But it might still be an ambush. Anyway, to finish that train of thought. So I know there's a dragon in the game. To cut to the chase. And, yeah, because there's an achievement to slay the dragon. Distressingly large scales kind of maybe seem to point in that direction. And this seems like an appropriate place for a dragon. So maybe this is not necessarily a purely lower level area compared to the northern caves. I mean, we have some drakes here from what it looks like. Yeah, a drake, I guess, accompanied by a variety of regular lizards. Oh, I sure didn't see you there. Okay. There's a bunch of these, but obviously I cannot get most of them. Massive war lizard. I suppose I could hit the first 3 with a fireball, giving us some breathing room here. Start doing some more healing. Okay, yep. Stun resistant. Ray did not, because he does not have near perfect stun resistance, unlike anyone else. But oh well. Okay, and this is where it starts getting slightly uglier, I guess. So now they're basically upon us. Okay. That was good. I could go for another fireball. I'm not going to, though, because I can't actually get all of them, so Poison Rain should suffice. Yeah, we're running way lower on energy already than I was hoping for. Because we know there's basically at least... Are you gonna die? Oh, you actually are probably gonna die. That's very good news. Nice. Okay. Crit not so nice. Healing strike for 25. Sweet. Now, if Chip could also heal himself that way, that would be awesome. Yeah, anyway, we know there's at least, like, a half dungeon. The southern half of the Erudico Towers. No healing strikes. Okay, at least this time no one's poisoned, so... 18. Yeah, well... You know what? Just drink a second one. I guess there is supposed to be an opportunity to heal down here. As we've been told, so... You can heal him. Nice one. Not bad at all. Yeah, I guess we're good. I guess we did get some energy back, yeah. And I was looking at my character sprite, waiting for the little +1 energy, but yeah, I should have been looking at the bars. But obviously, we defeated enough enemies to recover, so we did get something back. Can we get this for free? Some miners hid a cache down here. The small crates are covered with a thick layer of soot. This stuff has been here for a long time. Most of the boxes contain tools and rock samples, nothing useful, except that one of the samples is a large glittering crystal. Awesome. Flawless crystal +1. And apparently nothing spawned behind us. That's extremely unusual. Unexpected. You find an abandoned campsite. Broken tools scattered about make you think miners were camping here. It's a pretty odd, out-of-the-way place to set up a base. Then you see why they were here. You see a narrow, rocky path crossing the lava just ahead. It wasn't visible from the south. Too many rocks. It's a useful way for an experienced cave explorer to get around quickly. Oh, okay. Sweet. Shortcut. If we ever need that. Okay, so we're heading in that northwesterly direction, I guess. Indicated to lead us toward the towers. Okay, no risk of theft. Very good. Still nothing else. No sign of the towers on the minimap. Which is kind of weird. You finally find the traces of a road. Not really a road, more like a patchy gravel path running east to west. The path is lined by enormous natural crystals. They're beautiful, imposing, and potentially extremely valuable. Crystal like this is needed for all sorts of magical research, not to mention wands and staves. When you get closer to the crystals, however, you realize that they have been heavily mined. All the purest and most delicate chunks have been knocked away and carried off. For miners to make their fortunes in the underworld, they will have to explore deeper and more dangerous tunnels. Right. Okay, we got some slimes just sitting there, which is suspicious. Oh, also, we got people, which could be good or bad. You meet a group of row miners. They're poorly armed and less ambiguous? Less ambitious than most. They're chipping at these crystals, getting low-quality stone they can sell for a modest amount of silver. When you get close, they nod brusquely and then move to the other side of the crystal. No, not hostile, but they'd rather keep to themselves. You know what? I'm totally okay with that. I really do wonder, though, if there could possibly be any benefit to defeating those slimes, other than removing a bunch of slime creatures from the world, but let's see, I suppose. Okay, spreading slimes, I see. Right. Nope, not an amazing start. Critical for 87, okay. Honestly, I was expecting to see a bit more of a damage increase from that bow upgrade. But I guess the vulnerability effect is pretty nice. Okay. At least we took out those summoned ones. Another nice crit. Okay. So close. Is it worth it? I guess. No cleave. Nice one. 81 damage. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I suppose that wasn't so bad. Didn't cost as much. And that was good for literally nothing. Alright. Cool. To the west, you can barely make out an old stone tower. There is a ring of tents around it, and you can see people moving around. You may be close to an actual settlement. Miners and Eruds need a safe place to sleep sometimes. Oh, okay. Dunba's outpost. So here's where it was. Hello? A few centuries ago, some mad Rokash decided to build an entire tower down here. Since then, lava has eaten away at the ground and cavequakes have shaken the place 100 times, but it is somehow still standing. Good low-dagger craftsmanship. Now it is a small settlement. It's a safe refuge for miners, Eruds, hunters, and explorers who dare to come down here. A sign marks this as a place of truce. There are a few rows sitting around, resting, eating, and tending to their tools and weapons. They give you a quick look and then return to their work. A few guards watch the approach in case some hungry lizards get too close. Alright. Hello, hello. Cave adventurer. Care to trade some stories? Arrows were here. Wow, really? That's not so exciting. Okay. Empty boxes. The ground to the west looks unstable. It's covered with cracks. The lava is eating away the stone under it. If you go that way, you'll have to tread very lightly. Okay. Oh. There's a sudden cavequake. The ground lurches under your feet, knocking you down. The tower to the east barely budges. Sturdy construction. When things calm down, you rise to your feet. To your dismay, you realize that the rocks around you have shifted, diverting the slow, inexorable flow of the magma. Yep, sure enough. Well, that serves me right, I guess. Okay, there are creatures that we don't need to deal with, but we could. And I'm guessing this is going to connect back to the tower, maybe? So I guess we have ourselves a bit of a dungeon here, perhaps? You know what? There's loot, so let's actually deal with these things. Okay. Nice start. Nope, they are coming. I was not sure, so I was, you know, waiting and deliberately not using spells because, well, we're obviously trying to conserve some energy, if possible. That is unfortunate. You're bleeding. It's not gonna be enough to kill you, though. Hopefully we'll get to kill this one. Okay, good. So I don't regret not quite finishing it off. Okay, took some damage there, but not too bad. Guess I could go for a group heal after this one. Nice crit. Finish it quickly. Yeah, we'll just basically top everyone off, mostly. Recovered some energy as well. Okay. All for some money. Not too exciting, but always appreciated. And got more lizards. Do I save here? I suppose. Obviously, there's going to be some kind of way out. And I feel like we're in decent shape. Of course, if it turns out that we literally cannot make it out of here, then we're screwed. But, you know, let's stay positive. Okay, we got some chain golems. Some blip beasts, whatever that means. Isn't a blip a type of, like, zeppelin? Some type of airship? Excuse me. Excuse you, rather. You know what? We need to be somewhat careful and deliberate with our exploration here, so far as we don't know exactly what we're dealing with and how much we're dealing with. So... Oh, hi there. Let's scout out the area, I guess. You walk up a ruined walkway, keeping a safe distance from the brutally hot vent to your right. A possible escape route is just ahead. Then you hear a growl, and another, then a low, sinister chuckle. The Ro are sending meals down to us now. A deep, sibilant voice. Oh, that's gonna be a drake then, I guess? Coming out of the vent. Then massive reptiles crawl out of the vent, blocking your escape route. The speaker is to the back. A young drake who has not yet learned the importance of selecting sufficiently vulnerable targets. Vulnerable targets. Ah yes, okay. Lurking drake. Kinda tanky, but not too bad. We got an iguana king. What? What is... Oh. Interesting. So, yeah, that corner severely limits her field of vision, I guess. We can get all four of those, though, with a fireball. And thankfully, since there is no elemental damage in this game, we can use that just fine against lizards and even drakes. The drake points at you and mutters a spell. You're surrounded by a wreath of flames. They don't burn you, but they sear everyone nearby. Yeah, okay. Thankfully that only affected a single person. And I have you walk forward. Ah, so close to getting that flaming sphere. Okay. A sleepy lizard might join the fight now that we've been knocked unfortunately close to it. I did not mean to do that. I meant to charge at one of these two, but I guess at least we took out the sphere and damaged this one here. So I can't be too mad. I could hit the three of them. Maybe even taking out this one with a really good hit. I would like to damage the drake more. Windows. Why? No. Remind me tomorrow. Awesome. That hasn't happened in a while. It's always fun. Right. Guess I'll shoot you. Make you vulnerable. I'm not entirely sure if these creatures are in combat yet. They might not be, actually. Okay. Another fireball. It's getting expensive. Maybe one final one. Just trying to make sure that we're not burning ourselves here. But this doesn't hit the snake, but I think it's the safest thing I can do here. Of course, actually taking out the snake would have been nice, but... Ooh, the cleave. You know, I'll take that. Okay. Did the sleepy lizard just move? there. Take out the serpent. Vulnerable, nice. Is that 100% hit rate for the vulnerable effect? It kind of feels like it, but... Oh, right. I did mean to cure this, but then I completely forgot to. Oh well. Critical, 95, not bad at all. You know, take out the Drake, perhaps? Wonderful. The Drake falls to the ground, dead. As it expires, it has a surprised look on its face. The Drakes who live long lives are the ones who learn that they are not, in fact, immortal. This was the nastiest of the pests in these caves. The miners above will likely be grateful for your aid. Awesome. So, we might even have just completed a quest. Right, those things have a lot of magical evasion, but we're good. Atantuo is very low on health. You know, drink another potion? How long is this gonna last? One more turn, huh? I think I'm still gonna cure it though, just in case it would have otherwise damaged everyone again. Oops, wrong button. Okay, I guess supposedly we have access to an exit now. Still gonna look around more though, of course. I really used a lot of her energy there. Okay, now we restored some energy. Interesting. Wow, the mouse is getting a little bit stuck. Oh, right. Oh, wait. So we could have actually fought our way through here instead, huh? But also, if this is supposed to be an exit, then, well, the bridge is out right now. Ah, okay. That did not actually solve the problem. Never mind. Huh. Maybe there's another mechanism on the other side that I just didn't see. I'm still not seeing it, but I'm gonna trust the game here. Surely this must be the exit, right? Okay. 148, 159, pretty similar. Not a lot of evasion on either of those, or armor, so I don't know. Chain golem. Are they chained to something? Are they operating chains, or do they use chains to maybe slow us down or something? Guess we'll find out. But for now, the blip beasts look more demonic, and maybe like they could use some sort of magic, potentially. We're dealing with a bunch of enemies here as well, so let's do that. Okay, they definitely have some sort of area attack, and the chain golems apparently can pull us to them. Good to know. Yeah, that stuff can deal a lot of damage, as it turns out. I'll just kill that thing normally without any special skill now. Oh, smart. Actually positioning yourself to hit more than one of us. I'm impressed. Nice. Of course we can do something like that as well, and a bit more efficiently too. More effectively. Okay. We both evaded. I like that. Cleave, but not for much damage. Take out the blip beast, because that has more damaging potential for sure. And there is another mechanism as well. Awesome. I just saw that. Not quite sure what I would have done if that had not been there. Well, it kept exploring, I guess. Is the obvious explanation, obvious answer. We know there are more enemies, and we still have the buff going for the time being. Obviously, I would like to take maximum advantage of that. That being said, it's not going to last for much longer because it's only rank 1 right now. We know there are some enemies down here. And down this way. We're not going to reach either of those groups, though. Not really, so I guess we'll just... you know, forget about conserving that. You can drink your last potions. That's what you have them for, basically. Get what we can get here. Some metal. Okay. Final reward. Death Ward gauntlets. Some protection. Physical evasion. No bloodletting though, so... yeah, thanks but no thanks. Less protection. No stun resist. Which I guess we don't need. Magical evasion. Right. And this increases his healing spells and battle magic. Battle medic. Okay. I mean, yeah, obviously this Bark Bracer is hardly a piece of armor at all. But more of a bloodletting chance is just so nice to have. Is it ultimately worth it? I don't know. I guess it probably isn't, huh? This wouldn't be a ton of protection, but I mean it's something. I like stacking effects, but then again, we already have a bunch of different ways to apply bleeding, including an active skill that I use all the time. So maybe it's time to replace these, give them just a little bit more protection. Okay, let's see where we end up. Okay, not sure if we had to turn this. Presumably this bridge would have been out before we did that. That would make sense. Some more stuff. Because otherwise we could have just marched through here and picked up that loot. That wouldn't make any sense, so let's assume that that was not an option. Not mine, huh? I mean, you say that, but it's just sitting here. It doesn't seem like anyone claims it. Also, we just did them all a huge favor by dealing with that Drake, no doubt, so I feel like we earned that. Inside the tower you can see how sturdy it is. Every surface is covered with burns and cracks, but it's still solid. More row are resting here. It's very hot, and they're constantly mopping their brows. There is a beautiful crystal in this hall, spreading out long, delicate fibers of stone. Okay. The tower was built around it, and remarkably no row have ever minded. It provides a little beauty and grace to a harsh, deadly setting. Trader Ged. Alright. Called Sparrowhawk, perhaps? There's a young man standing behind the counter. He is wearing a leather vest and pants, a clothing choice that is making him miserable in this hot, steamy environment. Yeah, I mean, that seems like he would change his clothes into something more suitable. Should have done that a long time ago, I guess, depending on how long he's been here. But okay. He says, "Welcome, Haven, to the underworld. I'm Trader Ged of the Kranas. I do business with all adventurers down here, as long as they behave and contribute." Okay. You're from the Kranas Woods? I am. I left our forest when I was young. I am unusual. Unusual how? I have a fear. The clearings, the trees stretching far overhead, it makes me feel dizzy. I panic. Poor way for a hunter of the woods to be. Yeah, I guess. So, how'd you cope with that? He smiles. I came here. The caves, they comfort me. Bit hot, it's true. Still, I'm one of the few who stays here because I like it. Or at least you don't dislike it as much as the surface, huh? Well, okay. Good for you. I would like to trade with you. Of course. This is a great place to barter, and we are grateful for your aid. We buy and sell. What do you need? I was kind of hoping for him to give me a quest, perhaps, but there is an upstairs to this tower, so which is kind of normal for towers. But, oh, there's also... I was looking at the minimap just now and wondering what might be annotated here, but that might be that bed. That bed that we can maybe sleep in, well, presumably sleep in. Anyway, let's see what you're selling. Deep metal, relevant lore. You know what? At this point, we'll just buy these kinds of unique resources when we can get them for, you know, reasonable prices. Scroll of Calling, Bronze Scourge. No. Bark Lethal Spear. Nah. I mean, this is actually good damage, but obviously not much more than that, so, yeah. Crownless Longbow is what he was using before? Or is that a different one? Well, either way, it's obviously not nearly as good. Other than, you know, lacking the gigantic speed penalty, but okay. Solid magma orb. Yeah, so we don't need any of these things. I guess we could sell these. Have I made up my mind that I don't want this anymore? I guess so. Yeah. Let's just... It's not gonna make a huge difference either way. Hey, can I have a look? Okay. Alright. Free bed. Awesome. But more importantly, we have another named person here. Wonderful. Surely you must be a quest giver. There is an office in this room, an actual functioning kind of nice office. Some mad bro went to great effort to bring a desk and rug and bookshelves down here. Didn't keep the soot out of the carpet, but you can't have everything. There is a young woman at the desk. She is burly, armed, and has the complexion of the low dagger. She looks at the insignia on your shoulder, rises and gives a tiny bow. Then she sits again. Welcome to Danvers Outpost, visitor. I am Barty. You're welcome to rest safely. We are all under truce. Please don't cause trouble. If you need any help, I'm the one to talk to. First thing I would like to ask is... Who's Danva and where are they? I guess maybe... They probably founded this outpost a long time ago and are no longer alive. Anyway, tell me about this outpost. Well, it's dangerous down here. It's also a great place for a bored row to come and earn wealth and fame. My predecessors decided a long time ago we needed a safe place to sleep and rest down here. We established Danva's outpost, and it's been a refuge for a century now. Ah, okay, we can actually ask about Danva. Makes sense, I guess. I am from Haven, as she's certainly aware. I noted that. You're welcome. All are welcome, as long as the truce holds. Car beasts aren't able to control themselves, so they aren't allowed. Right. They're also... they look kind of like people a little bit, but they really aren't, right? So, it makes sense. I didn't expect them to be mentioned specifically because, you know, no one thinks of them as sentient beings. But okay. Anyway, why do people come here? Sleep, trading, company. Sometimes, if one of us is foolish enough to stay too long, they get thrown into this room and forced to run things for a few months. Who was Danva? Danva was the first known rogue to die in the underworld. I mean, I'm sure plenty died before him, but he's the first person we know the name of. How did he die? Dragged off from his group of miners by a huge cave lizard. We don't know exactly what happened next, but we have a very, very good guess. Right. I'd like to know more about the underworld. Well, information is hard to come by. We all have our own hidden tunnels and claims and places to hunt. We're friendly and peaceful here, but we like our secrets. Is there anything you can tell me? Anything you can tell me? Well, there's an old Erudico ruin to the north. We keep our distance from that. It's a mess. There has also been some oddness to the northeast. Those previously barren caves are now full of rats. We suspect unpredictable magic, so we keep our distance. Right. Have you noticed significantly less slime? Or toxic ooze or acid? Acidic slime, wasn't it? Coming from that Erudico tower lately? Yeah, that was me. Thank me later. Or thank me now, actually. Anyway, what services do you provide? Feel free to drink. You can also sleep here without worrying about without a case of slit throat. It's always nice. She smiles. And you look like something of a hunter. We have good opportunities for the brave. Awesome. I mean, where can I sleep? I already know, but look for free beds. There's one upstairs and one downstairs. They're almost clean. You've seen them. They aren't. Well, I guess a not quite clean bed is still better than no bed at all, in most cases. Opportunities for hunters, you said. Yes. With bounties. For example, the lava tunnels under this tower have been infested with strange creatures for the last few years. Abandoned magical constructs, plus a few fire lizards. They keep to themselves, but we'd like to be rid of them. We'll pay well in coin for their removal. How can I get to the lower caves? The path down is west of this tower. Tread carefully. The ground can be very unstable. Yes, I noticed. I cleaned out your basement, quote-unquote. I took out the main threat. Not most of them, I guess. Excellent. You've opened up some prime mining and storage facilities. As you can see, this little tower has become a bit snug. As promised, she counts out a pouch of silver coins. She throws in a beautiful crystal as a bonus. If you're interested, there are other hunting opportunities down here for the determined glory seeker. Yes, I believe you said something about a rat infestation? Well, we'll see. Sometimes we get local infestations that are unattractive for our hunters for a variety of reasons, having nothing to do with cowardice. Sure. I can provide a bounty for each one you clear up. Okay, what sort of bounties can I get? It will depend on what I have around when you report your victory. Your reward will be valuable and suitable. So where do the bounties come from? I take collections from those who settle here from time to time. I will pay you well out of this fund. It's a bit of a jumble, but there's some quality goods in there. What targets are available? She checks her notes. There is a big group of drakes to the east. Okay, big group of drakes to the east. Pretty sure we haven't run into those yet. No. No idea why. We're afraid they'll start picking off wanderers soon. There is an ancient crypt to the northeast. Was looted long ago, but now it's full of rats. Dangerous and gross, but unappealing to the hunters seeking glory. There's lots of slimes breeding around the filthy Erodico ruin to the north. One cave near that tower has been spawning slimes continuously. We'd really like it burned out. Wow, okay, there's a lot to do down here, apparently. I guess these are all part of the same quest, though, not individual quests. Okay, well, fair enough, I suppose. Done doing bounties? No. Not even close. Okay. Some stuff. So how does the game handle these? Denver's Outpost. Oh, wow, Underworld is its own category. Interesting. Denver's Outpost is a tower in the Underworld, providing a refuge to travelers who explore the dangerous caves of Rokaj. Barty is currently in charge there, and she takes collections to pay bounties for removing nearby pests. There are dangerous monster infestations in the caves around the outpost. Barty can direct you to where they are, as long as you're interested in a good hunt. Okay, so the game does not actually mention them specifically, but I suppose I could always return to her and remind myself, or have myself reminded. Don't seem to have anything else of interest down here. Okay, now I could rest, but I'm specifically not doing that quite yet, just in case doing that will... well, I guess since we have officially completed the basement cleanup quest, resting would almost certainly cause everything else down here to disappear, including any treasure. So, yeah, let's look around just a little bit more. Dealing with anything that's still lurking down here. I mean, there's a slumbering lizard, there are some more of those constructs on the other side, and there are some fire lizards. That might actually be pretty much all there is here, but there's certainly going to be a container of loot or two. Well then, guess we'll just start with these beasts, which are not actually guarding anything. Can we get away without them noticing us? Nope. Of course not. That's fine, though. Rush right into the middle. Actually, there's something there. How did I not see that? I don't know. Big fire lizard. Okay. Are these tougher? Oh, wow. These are really tanky. Because I should have looked first. Well, it's too late now. We're dealing with them whether we want to or not. I suppose I could always reload, but, you know. Who would do that? There. Some poison is fine. We also apparently saved some mana, I believe. That's always good. Thank you for all gathering around here. Still over 100. Okay. You can step here and get them all with the whirlwind. Not quite finishing off that one. That's very unfortunate. It is going to die now, so... Well... I mean, it's definitely going to die now because I'm going to do this. Good. Good, good. Evaded. Good. Not that good, but that was almost no damage. Huh. Fine by me. Really? Still not dead. Okay. It is basically dead. This one is also... Yep. Gonna die. For sure. Just wait. Okay. Crude crystals and a scroll of might. We have used a couple of those, but we still have plenty as it turns out. No. You can take that one for now. Get some energy back. Save the game. Right, so what's the deal with this thing? Sleepy lizard. Seems kind of mean to just attack it. But then again, well, I don't know. It's here, so I don't really have a choice. Okay, those things might actually be coming after us. Okay, save some mana again. I'll have you just stay here and shoot, so you're ready to intercept those enemies, which are now definitely going to come after us. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Sleepy Lizard is dead, though. Bamf. Oh, that's not great. We know these blip beasts can deal a lot of damage. Oh no. Okay, that was only 18. Holy crap. Okay, that was extremely good. I think she just saved her life. Good for her. Bleeding immune, yes, yes. Nice. Okay. It's getting a little bit... Okay, I guess that's actually all there is here, huh? So only one little bit of extra loot. Yeah, not exactly worth it, but... Oh well, also didn't take all that long. I was getting a little bit worried for Pat there for a second, but it was all good. Wonderful. Well, now we're... Yeah, before we do anything, before we attempt to really do anything, we need to rest. I guess it's possible that we definitely could have eked out another victory or two against just some, you know, overworld encounters, but why take any unnecessary risks? Let's at least look around a little bit more. Okay, we got some slimes that are actually wandering. Might be trying to come after us. Yep, sure enough. Oh, these are the slime rivers. The cave to the northwest is a disaster, a literal disaster. Visibility is not a problem. The cave is crisscrossed with trenches of glowing green slime. It slopes upward to the northwest, where a pair of stone towers stick out of the wall of the cavern. The rivers of goo are a sign of neglect of magical experiments allowed to run and never cleaned up. The burning waste is slowly oozing to the south. When it hits the lava, the results will be spectacular. Well, I mean, it's nice that we get to see the situation, which obviously I hadn't checked out before. But on the other hand, it would have been nice to see some immediate effects of our having turned off the power source behind this stuff, right? I guess it probably just takes some time for it to, you know, stop spreading. It would have been nice, though, to, you know, to get a message that the rivers of slime are seeming to already, you know, evaporate or, you know, disappear otherwise. Okay, I don't know how we avoided running into any of those slime groups, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, this is a dead end. Still no sign. Oh, never mind. We finally... Yeah, okay. We finally see the towers. This place is huge. I mean, is it just me, or is this southern part, the southern underworld map, much bigger than the northern part? I suppose it is technically just the same underworld. But, yeah, the tower is separating it into two pretty uneven parts. A lot of stagnant water has settled in this expansive cave. Forests of twisted fungus have grown out of the muck, nourished by the heat and minerals from the thermal vents. The smell of sulfur is replaced by the reek of rot. You can see shaggy, creepy animals slinking around the strange groves. They look like rats. They are everywhere. Some are small and shy, but the magic of the caves has made some of them huge and fierce. Okay. It's unfortunate that we don't have a map for this area, because this one is honestly large enough to warrant one. But I guess it's not so large as to absolutely need one. Okay, those rats are not actually coming after us, apparently. Or doing a terrible job tracking us down, so either way that works, I guess. Let's save here again. Are those slimes coming after us? I don't think so. Obviously, it doesn't seem like dealing with all these different wandering groups of monsters would do us much good. Would do us much good. What did I say? So if I could just deal with the source of the slimes, of the moving variety, I guess I'll focus on that. Also, we got some people here that are, I don't know, they don't look like regular people, to be honest. Possibly undead. Yeah, anyway, if I can find these caves that they talked about. Oh, in fact, these are probably the caves, aren't they? Yeah, this must be the path leading up to the towers. And this might be the slime caves. Right, okay. Yeah, so maybe dealing with whatever is in there, we'll just remove these wandering encounters. That would be nice. You see a group of row miners nearby. Okay, never mind. They're stumbling around, seemingly at random, tools hanging limply from their hands. They haven't noticed you, which is odd because you are out in the open. Okay, what happened to these guys? Talk to them. When you get close, they finally notice. They look up at you, and you realize that their skin is blotchy and green. The slime has infected these people. They aren't people anymore. Okay, fungal zombies. Wonderful. Should we? Yeah, I guess we should. It's a lot of them. One more step, and yeah, that's nice. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, also very nice. Pretty good start so far. Yes. Check out that one. Wasn't it? No, these are actually the slow variety of zombie. Okay, good. Ah, come on. Surely we can take that one out. Okay, getting lucky here. Yeah. The walking corpses have been destroyed. You search them. Most of their wealth fell out through their torn clothes and packs. You do find a couple of pieces of jewelry and a decent-sized chunk of deep metal. Alright. Worth it, I guess. Give me more of those enemies. That hardly ever do anything. Definitely a nice change of pace. Okay, so do I make my way to the tower and deal with that first, or do I bank on maybe removing the source of the slimes and all the pre-existing slimes along with it? Can we... Okay. Let's not question it. You find a tunnel in the base of the cave wall. I guess I've decided that I'm gonna check out this cave, I suppose. Once it was a mine, then a tendril of slime river reached it. Now it's a breeding pit. Tiny blobs of slime ooze around the entrance, gradually absorbing each other and growing larger until they leave and explore the cave. It's a definite menace and will remain so until someone cleans it up. Ah, okay. You walk into the cave, squishing dozens of tiny slimelets underfoot. Not far inside the cave, you find the source of the problem. It's a lake of green, glowing goo, 20 feet across. It's not attacking. It doesn't move. It just absorbs heat, grows, and spits out new baby slimes. It would not be hard to disrupt the thing. A few jets of magical flame or a large bonfire would do the trick. Well, obviously we burn the place out. It takes an hour to set a properly focused mechanism of destruction. Once you ignite it, you are pleased to find that the glowing slime is actually flammable. Well, we could have found that out much easier. Just thrown in some, a torch or a match or anything. Or a fireball, I guess. Okay, as you turn for the exit, the place burns vigorously. No more slimes will be produced here for a while. Ah, okay, but obviously it's not quite that easy. As you run over the slick cave floor and try to escape the burning slime pool, you receive an unpleasant surprise. The noise and smoke have drawn every slime in the area. Some of them are tiny and cute. You smash them easily. Others are much larger. They glide into the cave toward you, hoping for more nice organic material to absorb. Aha. There we go. Okay. You know, I was wondering if all of these, all of those bounties would lead to actual dungeons, which would have been, well, great, but also, you know, a lot, a lot more game than I expected to find down here. But I do appreciate these little mini encounter-based, you know, text-based encounters, I guess. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. I did not want you to just teleport right in the middle there. That is... It's really stupid that that can't even happen. I mean, why not just... Why? Why not just, you know, put the character on the side of the enemy that you charged at that makes sense, rather than placing him seemingly at a random position anywhere near the enemy. Of course, well, we can still use a fireball to hit some of them, but, you know, it's not exactly ideal. You can shoot, sure, shoot that one. It's not like he has any chance of getting out of there either. Guess I can... Nope. Cannot quite do that. I could hit him with a fireball, but I kind of don't want to do that for obvious reasons. Oh well. I mean, if nothing else, he's in a good position for doing some whirlwinds there, but... Well... In fact, he is going to make use of that fact as well. And that is satisfying, but he might actually die. Oh, wait, never mind. That did not actually damage him, apparently. Guess we'll do a little bit of this. Oh, he's still poisoned, though. Okay. And you can move closer, hit those with your own poison attack. Bleeding, you are dead, actually. Doesn't really help you that much. Unless you charge at one of them. Yeah, sure, let's do it. See, that makes sense. Okay. It's one dead. Poison. Ooh. Drink that. Although, of course, if anything gets its turn and attacks... Yeah, he's dead. He's somehow not yet dead. You know what? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, critical, so that one should be very dead right now. Okay. That literally did nothing. I guess you do the same? Hitting 4 of them? Sure. Take out that frigid slime. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, we absolutely have to deal with this mass poisoning. Okay. I guess I'll cure him specifically. Although we're probably gonna get repoisoned before this is over. Ooh. Okay. This one's dead. This one's probably dead. Evaded. Very nice. Yeah, this one's very dead. Come on. Please? Thank you. Alright. Enough of that. You can heal him. And we're done, right? You stand in the middle of a disgusting expanse of goo globs. They twitch slowly, trying to attack you, and then stop moving. You poke through the slime piles. There are a few dissolving bones and pitted bits of iron. Not interesting. You also find a necklace that somehow survived the acidic excretions of the goo. I suppose if anything that survived is clearly of great quality and possibly magical. Except this is, well, not magical. It has 3 slots, but with no bonuses of its own, I just can't see myself using that. Or do I? Can I? Right. This isn't amazing. Poison resist is neat, I guess. I mean, maybe. I guess I'm just gonna sell this, though, to be quite honest. Alright, okay. That's one of the minor quests dealt with. And unfortunately, it turns out that the patrolling slimes are still around. Oh well. I guess they're kind of easy to avoid. I haven't even been trying so far, and just happened not to run into any of them. Okay, what's going on here? Ooh, is this... no, I guess I mean, it might be, but haven't we run into some sort of shade that was just talking to us? Somewhere? Oops. You meet someone. There's a shade standing on the crumbling road leading up to the base of a tower. It's the ghost of a human or a magical construct that looks like one. He stares at you as you approach, but he makes no move to flee or attack. Hit it. I talk to it, I guess. You approach and get a good look at him. He is human, not raw. You can't tell the color of his skin or his hair because he is translucent. His face has a peculiar shape. Ah, interesting. He says, I am of the Nissi. I know of the Nissi. The Nissi totally submitted to me on Sacramentum, yeah, but this one doesn't know about that or is going to pretend not to know. I know of the Nissi. Let's keep it at that. We travel, we watch Haven with particular interest. Is that so? And? We can be found to the north, beyond the tower. We want to speak with you. Well, been there, done that. Speak about what, though? He stays silent. I don't trust you. It's true, but, well, obviously, we are a little bit ahead of the game there. Okay, we got those guys patrolling, but it doesn't look like they're guarding anything. This is all blocked off, so no need to deal with that at all. Get a report. No theft, of course. Okay. So, what do you have to say, game? Anything? Any greeting message? Even though we've already been here? Because the one that we got when we entered from the north was specific to that part of the map, right? Maybe not. Maybe it would have been the same message either way. Huh. This seems emptier than expected. Maybe because we already dealt with the main danger here. Could that be? Surely there should be some enemies here, right? There would have been some treasure. Yeah, definitely. Oh, never mind, I guess? Okay. I thought loot was always supposed to disappear. Unless it's a trap and enemies are just going to spawn behind us now everywhere? Huh. Who knows? Erodico Bone Wand. Let's see here. Okay, slightly worse than what we have, right? Yeah, must be. I mean, I'm never quite sure, but I mean, no, I am quite sure in this case because the Wand of Bone does have a rune that increases physical damage, but that should not increase the displayed magical damage here specifically, of course, because this is magical and not affected by that. Right, so this one is just worse. Not much worse, but not useful to us. And the Draconic Orb is what we found very recently. Yeah, that's just slightly worse than the Cold Point Orb as well. Actually, yeah, slightly worse. Nice number of slots, but otherwise not that interesting. Oh. Look what we have here. How terrible is this gonna be? Interesting. I mean, I guess we can just do this. Then we can do this. No, this should still work, right? We have you come out of here, leave some room. Like so. That should do the trick, right? No, wait. Oh, wait. That doesn't quite work out. Interesting. That doesn't work at all. Never mind. So now we can do this, but that completely blocks off the green. Huh. Yeah, never mind. It's not quite that easy, I guess. But how could this work then? I mean, obviously, these all have to go through these nodes. But they also have to come out of there. So how could that possibly work out? I guess the blues have to enter there. The reds have to go through here. Or in there. I guess the purples just go around the outside and ignore this entirely. You can go there. I guess you have to come out this way. Wait, is it actually easy though? I guess it is. Okay, never mind. I mean, my first impulse was to just, you know, move the purples around here, but then I thought, now surely they have to go through this conduit. It's not going to be that easy. But no, I guess it was that easy. Alright, definitely a nice contrast to that other... Oh, Battle Medic. Interesting. Yeah, to that... the previous puzzle we encountered. Battle Medic though. Do we have a need for that in rune form? I mean, that's just reminding myself, because I never trust my memory, but yeah, Battle Medic is this one. I did take a point out of this actually, and I guess put it into healing temporarily, because I figured we already have +3, so, you know, plenty of points in here. Taking one away wouldn't make much of a difference. I'll maybe eventually put another point in there, but honestly, that's really not that important. Yeah, and it's certainly not important enough to use up one of our rune slots. I mean, if anything frees up, specifically this is well, it's actually a rune, not an augment. Never mind, so I guess... Yeah, he will have... Okay, we actually already have one of those in there, apparently. Forgot about that. I suppose I could put one into a wand with 3 slots if we get one. Right, I was first thinking that I'm... You know, if any augment slots open up, I'm gonna give him more speed bonus, obviously. Because that's what he's lacking the most right now. But, well... Obviously those use different types of slots, so never mind. I guess we have that for now. Right, so there was stuff in there. Oh. Interesting. So maybe this place is supposed to be empty. You know what? I'm actually going to leave this as a bit of a cliffhanger, though. Because this episode is long enough as it is. And whatever is going to happen here might end up taking a bit more time than we have, that I'm willing to risk spending now. So we're going to talk to this Drake, this kind of strange looking Drake, next time. There might also be something else here, like a way downstairs perhaps, to a bit more of a dungeon. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what this is all about, if there is... Well, obviously there is something to do here. This is not just a completely abandoned half-dungeon, after all. Which is good, I guess. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have minded too much if we had just been done here. But I also don't mind finding something potentially interesting, so there's that. Anyway, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.